This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, the proctor of the University of Otago is stamping out forest fires, and it seems to be working. Also a story about a popular after-school activity centre. It's on the move in Queenstown so it can accommodate its growing patronage. And later on, World Smoke Free Day is celebrated at the ILT Stadium in Invercargill. Kia ora, good evening. I'm Craig Story with The South Today. The Proctor's Office at the University of Otago is ramping up its efforts to stamp out student fires. Fires in the student area in 2017 between January and March dropped 65% from the same time of last year. The South Today's Roselle Lebone has more.
Burning couches have been a familiar curbside sight in Dunedin's student quarter for many years, but it seems the flames are gradually being extinguished. Figures released by the University of Otago this week show only 11 fires in the first 3 months of the year. In February 2013 and 2014 there were more than 30 fires. University proctor Dave Scott told the Otago Daily Times the message was getting through that lighting fires is dangerous and won't be tolerated. Campus Watch team leader Paddy Stewart says staff went door to door in North Dunedin this year with a warning message after a potentially fatal fire last year. The students suffered burns to both hands, tendon damage, a broken ankle and smoke inhalation. Campus Watch staff have also been going door to door to spread the message about smoke alarms. After it was discovered by the fire service that smoke alarms had been installed in cupboards at the damaged flat. Landlords are legally required to provide smoke alarms under the Residential Tenancies Act. The University of Otago Students Association has offered free smoke alarm batteries to students, and the New Zealand Fire Service has offered to check smoke alarms in student flats for free if they are registered online with the Student Support Centre. I'm Roselle Lebone for The South Today.
Here's a sad story. Invercargill's Oreti Beach had an unexpected visitor when an exhausted, terminally ill turtle washed ashore recently. The 27-kilo turtle was thought to be an olive ridley, a species normally found in the tropics, so far from home. It was found alive by a member of the public and reported to the DOC hotline on Monday. Department of Conservation Senior Biodiversity Ranger Ross Cole says the turtle was in a critical condition and had severe hypothermia. Cole says that DOC staff tended to the turtle, providing emergency care and veterinary assistance, but the turtle did not make it through the night. Queenstown's Wakatipu Youth Trust Youth Booth will soon be on the move. The popular after-school facility in central Queenstown will be relocated to a new site in Frankton next year to maintain connections with the resort's young people. The South Today's Mina Amso has the story.
The Youth Booth is operated by the Wakatipu Youth Trust, and it is right in the heart of Queenstown, in close proximity to Wakatipu High School and Queenstown Primary Schools. But with the high school moving to Frankton in 2018, the Trust has decided the Youth Booth should move too. But Youth Trust Board Chairman Joel Peasy says it's a challenge.
It's really trying to find a site that gives us space to run around, gives us a separate space in regards to, our youth workers do a lot of one-on-one mentoring. So they need a space where they can talk to youth separate to everyone else's, that's quiet.
As yet, the Trust has not decided whether it should lease premises or build.
Whether someone builds a building and we all move into it, or is there a community hub that's going to be built by some sort of agency.
The move has been on the Trust strategy list for 3 years now, but definite plans have only been developed in the last few months. Peasy says it's too early to give details exactly as to where the Trust might move to, but he says a short-term plan is to rent a spot in the Remarkables Park area for 2 to 3 years before moving to a more permanent location.
A whole bunch of different community groups that would like to move out to the Frankton Flats and be closer involved. And there's definitely some synergies about joining up with some of those for some of the services or sharing spaces.
Wakatipo Youth Support worker Richie Hadlow says the youth booth needs to stay relevant in an ever-expanding resort town.
I think moving to Frankton, I think having a full-fledged team that was widespread and across all pockets of the community, and having the resources to be able to connect.
Youth Trust manager Jackie Muir would like to see a youth hub model be established at the new site,
which would be our service predominantly, but also have the ability to have other services utilise our facility as well that are youth-based.
And speaking to young people at the booth, it is clear how important it is to them.
Being able to hang out with your friends and play.
Yeah, because normally I just, after school, just go home and just get real bored, but I can actually come here.
I can stay here before ice hockey training.
A decision on which property the Trust will choose will be made in the next few months, with a move likely to happen in January next year. Mina Amso, The South Today.
The dream of a recently deceased Mosgiel man has been realised. In a recent ceremony, a new Anzac-themed mural was officially unveiled to the public on a wall across from the Mosgiel RSA building. RSA member Mike Court decided with his wife Diane about a year ago that a mural would look good on the wall of the Church Street building, so he set about getting it done, and he employed the help of artists Tessa Petley and Daniel Mead. Sadly, Mr. Court didn't live to see the completion of the piece, so the artists have dedicated the painting in his honour. Invercargill preschoolers took part in a World Smoke Free Day celebrations today by attending an exercise day run by Stop Smoking Services Southland. Community health workers say it is never too early to teach people about the dangers of smoking. Nicotine is an addictive poison. Here is Ruby Spink.
Having fun in the clean air on World Smoke Free Day. Dozens of preschoolers took part in the festivities at ILT Stadium in Invercargill.
We were invited to come along and participate in a number of different activities for the children. Our centre is a preschool, and it's great to see the children being active and being actively involved in all the activities that are provided. There's everything from smoke-free cars, they're downstairs on the clip and climb, having a fabulous time, pushing themselves, exploring their environment, and just being active and being healthy.
Around 14% of people in New Zealand smoke. The government's goal of a smoke-free Aotearoa by 2025 would see that number reduced to under 5%. Debbie Newton says the Southern District Health Board is hard at work to get there.
Well, we're working really hard to get the people who currently smoke engaged in support services, like the Southern Stop Smoking Service, which we have down here, to support them to stop smoking. But there's a whole lot of strategies. We don't want initiation, so we don't want our young people taking it up, so there's a whole lot of strategies around that, and that includes things like the price hike, or the tax increase I should say. We've got plain packaging coming soon, so we sort of take the glamour away from smoking and all that kind of lovely, all those lovely colours of sunsets and racing car colours and stuff, so make it less appealing for young people to take it up. But really working hard to get the people who currently smoke to stop, because that way we've got more smoke-free role models in our community so our young people don't take it up.
She says the health benefits of stopping smoking are numerous and well documented, from reducing the risk of cancer to simply being able to breathe better. And support services are available for anyone wanting to kick the habit. I'm Ruby Spink for The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, as we communicate more openly about our faiths, the devout followers of Islam have begun the fasting month of Ramadan, and a lovely story on Youth Week featuring a youth night market in Gore still to come.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
They say nothing in life is free, but some things are, like hugs. And how good is free TV? More shows than you can shake a stick at in New Zealand. Watch it live for free, on demand for free, record for free, with Freeview.
From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books, with the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street.
It's on again. The Star Regent 24-hour book sale starts noon, 9th of June. Don't miss out.
Atelier Jeu d'Esprit is, well, it's my playroom. In a lot of ways, it's me. Things that I see as beautiful. The byline is whimsical trifles and fabulous fabrics.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf, and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf with him.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. Gillians.co.nz.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
We're a 25 Moreau Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focusing on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
We need your help to secure the future of Dunedin Hospital. The Dunedin City Council is leading the community's call to redevelop Dunedin Hospital as a top-flight teaching hospital right in the city centre. Have you sent your SOS? Add your voice to the thousands demanding central government commit to the health and well-being of the whole southern region. Go to dunedinhospitalsos.nz and fill out your form, or head to a library near you to fill out a paper copy. dunedinhospitalsos.nz.
Kiwi Country, an hour of country music from today and yesterday. Sunday 4 p.m, repeating Friday 10 p.m.
Thank you for staying with the South Today. Recently, a Palmerston bus stop was moved from its Sanday Street location back to its original Bond Street site. The move came after a petition from the local community calling for the change, and it was presented to the council. It seemed to have worked. Now, Waikouaiti bus users have a similar goal. They want 5 shelters installed at bus stops around the Waikouaiti bus route, where people often have to wait without any shelter of any kind. Residents have presented a petition to the local community board to be given to the Otago Regional Council and the Dunedin City Council. Board Chairman Alastair Morrison says some bus shelters are already available, sitting there just waiting for places to go, and he hopes that 3 of them could be installed within weeks. Followers of Islam have just begun the fasting month of Ramadan. Islam follows a lunar calendar, so Southern Hemisphere Muslims currently have it just a little bit easier than their northern counterparts. Steve Johnson of Dunedin's Al Huda Mosque believes in light of recent events, there are signs of different faiths communicating more openly.
Observing fasting and abstinence during the period of Ramadan is just one of the pillars of the Islamic faith, along with 5 daily prayers. Chairman of the Surah, or Consultative Council at Al Huda Mosque in Dunedin, Steve Johnston outlines what that means to followers of Muhammad.
Ramadan is obviously a month of fasting, so it's one of the pillars of Islam, so it's one of the 5 pillars, so it's a must-do for all Muslims all around the world. So it means abstaining from food, drink, sexual relations between the break of dawn and sunset.
He says people who are fit and healthy must fast and abstain. But accommodation is made for people who are very young, sick and or elderly. The period of Ramadan follows a lunar calendar, which Johnston explains is 11 days shorter than the solar calendar used by the Western world.
So once upon a time, 20 years ago when I first became a Muslim, we were fasting the month of Ramadan in the middle of summer, and there were some very long days, as you can imagine. I remember doing a quick calculation at that time, thinking this is really quite taxing. But I managed to work out that 17 years' time, it would be the middle of winter, and here we are. And it's certainly a lot easier now.
In the media, people typically hear about people committing atrocities in the name of religions. Steve Johnston believes the misguided views of extremists shouldn't represent any philosophy. And at a local level, conversations are happening between Christians and Muslims.
Last week we received an invitation from All Saints Church, inviting members of the Muslim community to join them for an iftar, for a fast-breaking meal, a breakfast. Breakfast, that's where it came from. So we haven't responded to them yet, and if they're watching, we're definitely going to accept their invitation, and a group of us will be going to visit them. And we hope to reciprocate by inviting their community to come to the mosque and join us for a meal as well.
He says Muslims will be looking for the next new moon to signal the end of Ramadan and the beginning of the Eid celebrations, where gifts of sweet foods are given and people enjoy eating during daylight hours. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
Youth Week in Gore featured a youth night market this year. The Gore District Youth Council has been busy planning events for Youth Week, which runs from the 26th of May to June the 4th. Organisers say the market was for all ages. The organisation was a challenge for the council, and it was the first time that the youth market has been held in Gore. Local youth and businesses held stalls at the market, and Matilda School sold sausages and hot chocolate, not at the same time though. There were also activities such as face painting and crafts to buy. The Youth Council have organised other Youth Week events, including a Can for a Cause movie night and a pink shirt day. They're having a good time. Let's have this again next year. After the break on The South Today, I for one welcome our robot overlords, just like the pupils competing at Dunedin's annual Robo Cup, and seriously good chocolate and Southern Rugby make a good impression. But wait, there's more. Tomorrow's ODT and the weather.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoura Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
It's on again. The Star Regent 24-hour book sale starts noon, 9th of June. Don't miss out.
Loss of collagen is the reason for those fine lines and wrinkles. Silberhorn's Collagen Plus naturally supports your collagen levels, giving you younger, firmer looking skin, healthier, shinier hair and stronger nails. Joints, tendons, ligaments and cartilage all benefit from healthy collagen levels, the very foundation of structural health. Support collagen levels naturally with Collagen Plus by Silberhorn. Be quick, buy one now and get a second pack half price. Call now 0800 502 402.
Autumn is here. Too late to sow grass seed, but never fear. Ready Lawn is here. Ready Lawn, your perfect all year round solution. Call Ready Lawn today.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silberhorn.co.nz to order Emu oil today.
The University of Otago, an institute of world-class education and the social epicentre of the city, with outfits needed for more formal functions like the ball and for less formal functions like
the zoo. Are you sure?
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, Dad, you'll definitely see me. I'm the one in the yellow and blue face paint and the onesie in the zoo.
Active Furnishers Limited, home of quality service with superior product and an in-house design team who are always happy to advise and create an imaginative solution for you. Active Furnishers Limited, part of Dunedin's design history.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489 2274.
Pigs have lived for 2 centuries in one of the most isolated places on Earth. But nobody knows for sure what will happen. This daring experiment could change the face of medicine forever.
Mondays at 8 p.m. features a series of hour-long documentaries by local filmmaker and medical doctor Paul Trotman. This week, Xeno, transplanting animal tissue into humans in the hope of a cure for diabetes. 8 p.m. Monday, only on Channel 39.
Thank you for staying with the South today. 20 students from Balmacewen Intermediate have entered the 2017 Otago Robo Cup Junior Competition. Entrants from around the region will gather on June the 24th at the Dunedin City Baptist Church to test their skills in categories including robot soccer, search and rescue and robot theatre. Those who make the cut will take their droids to the Nationals this September.
Busy in preparation mode to tackle the competition, first from around Otago, then from around New Zealand. These young metalheads are putting their robotic skills to the test at Balmacewen Intermediate this week in the Otago Robo Cup Junior Competition.
We've got 8 teams at this school. In terms of registering for the event, the registrations haven't all come in yet, so we're not sure, but we usually have about 100 to 150 students taking part from across Dunedin.
Robo Cup Junior New Zealand is a national robotics competition for school children. Balmacewen has had a lot of success in previous contests. School teacher Philippa Dick is one who is moulding these young minds in preparation for June 24.
These students all signed up because they had an interest. It had nothing to do with their ability, it's just that they wanted to be part of it and they wanted to learn more. The cost of robotics in schools has been prohibitive to children joining in, but now we're getting robots that are getting cheaper and cheaper, and that makes it more accessible for schools to introduce it into their programs.
She says RoboCup engages students in an inquiry-based, collaborative approach where they are encouraged to be creative in problem solving. Students participating in RoboCup Junior New Zealand events may choose robot theatre, rescue or soccer. The rescue competition mirrors the real-life use of robots that rescue people from life-threatening situations. Robots are constructed from Lego or similar materials, with the only specification that each robot used is programmed, not remote controlled. Competitors can return in the same category as many times as they like to improve their performance. The event is now held in over 30 countries worldwide. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
Well, Southlands Rugby is warming up to the start of the Mitre 10 Cup season in an unconventional way. The team today created its own iconic chocolate with the Seriously Good Chocolate Company, and players are looking forward to using it to demonstrate to visiting teams their regional pride.
Southland's top rugby players were today mixing chocolate with their sport. The unlikely chocolatiers were working at the Seriously Good Chocolate Company.
I suggested they might like to come in and do some chocolate making, team building, promote the South. There'll be no other rugby team doing the chocolates or making their own like we have. We're the first.
The Stags designed their own flavours and created the chocolates themselves. Half of them lemon and the other half plum to show their team colours. The idea is that they will leave the chocolates on the pillows of the Kelvin Hotel for guest teams playing against them. Stanton says if rugby doesn't work out for them, the players could have a future in her industry.
They did really well. We've offered them part-time jobs in our busy season. They were really good and positive, and yeah, so we're very proud of them, and I'm sure they're going to have a great season.
It might have been a bit out of their comfort zone, but the players say they've learnt some skills that they can take with them onto the rugby field.
Patience, probably learned a bit of patience, so hopefully things aren't going so well, I'll be patient.
Probably just listen, that's probably a key one.
The visiting team will be coming down to the Kelvin Hotel and we'll be putting chocolates on their beds and then hopefully they eat them up and then getting fattened up before the game so they don't run too fast, so happy days.
The Stags play their first Mitre 10 Cup match in August. I'm Ruby Spink for The South Today.
Now recapping tonight's top stories on The South Today. The Proctor's office at the University of Otago is ramping up its efforts to stamp out student fires, which are becoming less frequent. I know a joke about that. Queenstown's after-school youth booth looks likely to move to a new site in Frankton next year to maintain connections with the resort's young people, and doing a good job at it too. And Invercargill preschoolers took part in World Smoke Free Day celebrations by attending an exercise day run by Stop Smoking Services Southland. Let's have a look at what's happening in tomorrow's Otago Daily Times. Barry, good to see you.
Good afternoon, Craig. Yeah, lots happening.
Yes.
Of course, the British Lions, the British and Irish Lions have arrived in New Zealand,
Golly.
so we're all very excited by that. And there's also, to mark the occasion, the All Blacks have put out their special new jersey, so we have photos of that as well.
Oh, very good.
Low cloud caused problems at Dunedin Airport today, so we talked to some affected passengers and disappointed passengers about the experience. University of Otago ended the year as the second richest university in New Zealand with assets of almost $2 billion.
Golly.
Not bad, is it?
A good read for tomorrow's paper, Barry.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much for your time. All right, folks, stand by. Here comes tomorrow's weather.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silverhorn Sportsville.
See picture of shoes on a wire in Dunedin. That's very nice. A cloudy sky over a very autumnal Queenstown, the last day of autumn today. And the Invercargill Water Tower, an iconic giant stab into the sky. To the situation now, a weak weather system's abound for the next few days. It's quite messy. Cold air lingers and a weak front over the weekend means a couple of chilly days, I'm afraid. All across the south, temperatures are pinned low in the Mercury 10 and 11. It is heavily overcast, very cloudy, but light nor'easters. That's all we've got for you. To the central outlook, same for you, a lot of cloud cover over the whole of the south. Light winds and cloud everywhere we look. To the north now, light nor'easters, some cloud and 10 degrees, light winds, that's for Oamaru, for Omarama. It's the same everywhere you look, 10 and 11 degrees, that's about it. Dunedin tonight, cloudy all through the night, 7 degrees, mostly cloudy on Thursday, moderate nor'easters, 7 and 11. Friday begs for sun, but a dab of cloud. Saturday it's still cold, 6 and 9. Invercargill, light winds tonight. Thursday it should be fine and sunny, 4 and 12 though. Saturday is cloudy, showers developing late in the day, 7 and 12 for you. And quickly we must away. That is The South Today. I'm Craig Story. Thank you for watching. Good night.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.